Hello everyone, this is Aishwarya from Osmania Medical College and I'm doing my internship right now at Osmania General Hospital, and I'm here with you today to give you some tips and tricks, some suggestions, some do's and don'ts in your preparation for your final year exams. The first trick is to make your own notes, make your own notes, make your own notes. It's very important to make your own notes because imagine this scenario. You have this big book sitting in front of you and you have just one day left for your exam. Even though you probably have read the book before, even though you have revised it before, just one day before the exam to cover the whole book, it's probably more. It's probably too much to take for you. So it's better you have a small book in which you have written all the important points at least in that, so that it will be easier for you to like digest information a day before the exam in that anxiety and in that stress condition. Second thing is stick to only one source. It's better you only read one book from each subject. Don't stick to multiple books. Don't read multiple books. Same thing goes with sources. Don't go with Marrow and Dams and Bhatia and everything. Just stick to one source that suits you the best. Third thing is in my batch, in like when we were preparing for our exams, I have seen people actually prepare answers from Marrow. Like they have actually read answers from Marrow. So like read Marrow to understand the concepts, um, to understand the subject, and you just take them as the base and read textbook later on to write your answers. Okay, that's really important. And previous year questions are as important as like reading the textbook. I think most of you must be doing this. At least past 10 years question paper or past 15 year question papers are very important to cover. Most of the questions are repeated from that year, like from those question papers. And option gynae, I think Sakshi Arora ma'am's lectures are more than enough. I think she has explained everything in so much detail. So for option gynae, I think me and everyone else is going to suggest Sakshi Arora ma'am's lectures. And that's one thing. And second thing is ortho ke liye, I think you have to put in more time. It's better you put in more time because like usually people are like orthopedics is a small subject and it's a part of like general surgery paper one. So maybe I don't think I need to put in so much time. Maybe like 2 to 3 days is fine. No, I realized that like a week before the exam that orthopedics is actually a lot. So I think a week or 10 days, I think it's fine for orthopedics. Don't ignore orthopedics. That's what I'm saying. Okay, don't ignore orthopedics. Take necessary breaks. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like people are like medicine hai, surgery hai, so much portion is there, so much less time is there. You have to study and don't keep on studying. Just take breaks. For me personally, I used to take the Sunday off. Like Sunday is an off day. I used to sleep the whole day. I used to have fun the whole day. Sunday is an off day for me. Whichever suits you, you just take a necessary break because it's important for your brain to actually take a rest while you're studying so much. And take breaks. Go talk to your family. Go talk to your friends. Take necessary breaks. Go out to a restaurant with your friends, with your family. Just take necessary breaks and don't stress yourself too much. And so one thing I have found very stressful in my preparation for final year is your mental health gets affected a lot because you have a lot to study, you have a lot to cover. How much ever you study per day, there is so much left. And I think even on the day of exam, there will be a lot of topics that you didn't even probably touch. So, and after the exams were done, I still remember, like most of my friends are like, I need to take a break right now. I have talked to some of my friends and they were like, I think my mental health is affected and I need to talk to a therapist right now. And yeah, so many people were like that. Even I was like that. I was like, I actually didn't think I will actually get out of it. But thankfully, I am slowly recovering from it because there is a lot to study. There is a lot to process in your brain. And exam mein, they ask you questions that you probably have never studied before. Practicals mein, the examiners are going to question you on things you don't know. The whole thing is really stressful. And I'm really sorry that you have to go through that. I am really feeling sad about it. But yeah, it's an important thing in your life. And I'm just telling you to be ready for that mental health